The federal Liberal cabinet wrapped up a 3-day retreat in Prince Edward Island on Wednesday, promising to heed calls from Canadians to fix the housing crisis, but without any specific new plans to do so. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and most of his 38 cabinet ministers gathered this week at a hotel on the Charlottetown waterfront, where they were briefed by policy wonks about what is causing the housing affordability crisis and by housing experts about what government can specifically do to fix it. But their main message at the end of the retreat was to tell Canadians to stay tuned. "We are looking forward to continue to do the work we've been doing on housing and do even more," Trudeau said, with ministers on a set of risers behind him. "We recognize and Canadians know that there's not one silver bullet that's going to solve the housing challenges." This cabinet retreat comes at the end of a summer when Liberal poll numbers lost ground to the Conservatives and leader Pierre Poilievre, whose message that under Trudeau everything in Canada is broken, appeared to be resonating. Poilievre repeated that message Wednesday while placing blame for Canada's rising cost of living on Trudeau. "We have never seen it like this before, and we were supposed to have solutions out of this big housing retreat Trudeau held," Poilievre said in Ottawa. What was the solution? More speeches, more photo ops, more puff pieces for his incompetent housing minister. Trudeau dismissed Poilievre as an unserious critic whose response to the fears and anxieties Canadians are living with post-pandemic is to deliver slogans and buzzwords without any practical solutions. His government, Trudeau insisted, is taking the housing problem seriously and will work in collaboration with provinces, municipalities, home builders and non-profit agencies to respond. "This government is focused on getting more housing built," he said. But neither he nor his ministers would say how, despite repeatedly being pressed for specifics by reporters. The housing problem is a complex mix of issues based heavily in the fact that the supply of new homes is not keeping up with demand from a rapidly growing population. A new Ledger poll suggests 4 in 10 Canadians blame the Trudeau government for the housing crisis, while about 3 in 10 blame their province. The Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation estimates Canada is on track to build about 2.3 million new housing units by 2030, but to bring the market back to an affordable range that needs to more than double to 5.8 million. A report presented to the Cabinet this week lists 10 things the federal government can do on housing, including cutting federal sales taxes on new rental construction and issuing a new federal benefit to Canadians who are at risk of becoming homeless.